Hi guys! So it has been way too long since we did a sketch vlog video. I think it's been exactly over a month since we've made one. And I have something to sit here, rant and ramble, and get off of my chest because I may have said this a lot on this channel, but I'm going to say it one last time. I went on vacation to go see one of my best friends just to hang out. I flew from LA to Texas, and that involves going on one of these torture devices called an airplane. So today I thought I would tell you things I dislike and like, let's be honest, mostly dislike about airplanes. It is not one of my favorite pastimes, and I am not judging anyone who works for the airplane services or anything like that, but I thought I would give you a little warning or a heads up if you've never been on a plane. I don't want to make you nervous, or if you could relate to me and you've been on many plane flights in your life. I have been on maybe a dozen airplane flights in my lifetime so far. So I am saying these words from that experience, and this experience wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best either. So let's get on with the video and talk about the things that I encountered while going on airplanes. And oh my gosh, let me get started about going through that security after you get your ticket. And you have to go through this long slew of line of people, show your ID, give some blood, pass go, collect $200, give some DNA, show your identification, your birth certificate. Okay, maybe not all of those are true, but it feels like they go through everything through that security. It's like, why not just strip down to my undies and so you can see everything, bend and cough, and it's just too much. So you have to go through this thing called the TSA, which is the security system for the airplanes. Make sure you're all safe and there won't be any bombs or explosives on your plane. Like, girl, okay, I paid so much money for this ticket. Flying is not cheap unless you get a great deal and you're flying 40 minutes away maybe. It is like a local bus in the sky in a tin can that has wings flying high in the air. That just does not sound safe to me. So you have to go through the security system, and basically what they want you to do in the security, they want you to pack all your possessions and belongings that are worldly to you, things you need to wipe your face, all the way to wiping your butt. Everything that you need in life and survive on the next days you're going to go on this trip, you need to fit it into a piece of luggage that's around, I would say, 4 elementary school lunch pail sizes. And sometimes this isn't hard for people, but they don't want you to bring any large liquids. You can't bring that bottle of lotion that makes your skin feel buttery soft and delicious. You have to take all those liquids that you need to make your hair look sickening and to make you smell good in thimble-sized little containers, and then put that in this Ziploc baggie that's a liter size, and it's just too much hassle situations in life. And then that's not all. If you can't fit all of your belongings in these little tiny bags and boxes, you have to pay them after that hundreds and thousands of dollars of paying your ticket for the flight. You have to pay them to get a bigger luggage that you have your other stuff, and you have to pay them to put this in a different area of the plane where you're not going to see it. You're not going to be sitting by all your luggage, just half of it that's up, and they stick it above your head in this little box that may have the lock maybe locked, maybe the lock's broken. It could fall during the flight. It could fall on your face. Why would they put it above your head? And it's just a scary situation to me and does not sound safe whatsoever. And after you give them your luggage that you want to go with you on the other side of the world where you're traveling to, and in that under area where you're not going to see it, the bigger luggage that's not in the little shoe boxes size, that is a good chance that you may not even see it or get it back. You remember when Ariel had to sign that contract to the Sea Witch? Yeah, that's what it feels like when I have to check in baggage that's really large. It's like signing pieces of your life away. And then when you finally get past the security of the TSA, you are going on your flight and you have to go through this little tunnel tube thing to get to on the plane. That's this runway. And when I went there last time, it was covered in stains of things that I just thought were stains on the carpet, but then the smell just hit my face. Like those days when YouTube changes everything. It just was puddles of puke. There's no going around it. It was puke, and the smell hit you and made you want to vom everywhere, just like those puddles of children who probably got off the flight and was so sick and terrified of planes for their first experiences in life. Their eyes were open and they were just like, no, I didn't like that, and puked everywhere. It was not pleasant. And children are not only puking on these flights, but they are sneezing along with the adults. I feel like airplanes and airports, lobbies, they are filled with people who I feel like in the winter times when it's traveling season for things from Thanksgiving to Christmas to New Year's, they are filled with people who, since it's the colder months, they have colds and flus. They're coughing, sneezing, hacking. I feel like the airplane situation is like a big, one of those petri dishes of bacteria that you observed in high school. It's like one of those germ factories that I don't want to be next to, but you hear people coughing and hacking, and you're just like, your skin's crawling, and it's worse when you're sick too and you're coughing and hacking along with these people, but not making as big a scene as they are, and you're like, you're the reason why I'm in this situation in life. And then you feel like resentment and a little bit of anger, and you feel pathetic, and you feel worse about your body situation and the sickness that you have, and it is just draining and crazy. Because when you're walking across puddles of puke of children, it is not like the glittery puke that Kesha does at her concerts and music videos. It is real, smelly, disgusting things. And while you're carrying around your little rolly backpack or whatever luggage you have on this plane to go the overhead compartment that may fit in those little shoe boxes and containers and baggies, you have to go through these aisles that are literally the size of a case of a soda pop. And if you're a more voluptuous person who doesn't fit into the media's society standards, and maybe you're a little plus size, you will have a very difficult time getting through those aisles to your seat. And if you do not fit into the seat, even sometimes if I put my arms on my side, I am hitting other people with my elbows. So if you are maybe plus size or a little bit bigger, you will have to pay for another seat in some airlines. And then that's not all. If you are a little bit more voluptuous and you try to go in the bathroom, it is a hard situation because the bathroom is this hole in the wall that's a closet. And then when you go in there and you may be a little bit over plus size, you will not be going in there just to do your business, but you'll be there and having the sink scratch your butt. You may not be able to fully be comfortable and bend down all the way. You will be having to smell all these things while the door handle is hitting you in the face because everything is so close quarters. And if you're claustrophobic, this is not the best situation for you. Airplanes, no. It feels like I'm sitting in a tin can up in the sky. Like I said before, it is not funnest of times. And when you're up there soaring up in the sky in the atmosphere, can I really trust this? The human nature of us building this metal thing, and will it be able to handle my life and, keep it safe? It literally feels like, one of those buses, if you ever taken the public buses, it feels like that, but up in the air. And I just think that there's much improvements we could have on our flying experience in life. I feel like I'm just paying so much money to be around coughing people. I don't know, maybe these are just scary experiences for me in the airports and airplanes. Let me know down below, what is your worst public place to be in and what is your favorite? Give me reasons why, because last time on Sketch Vlogs we talked about, girl, if you forgot, it was how to get over being a fangirl, and we talked about everything about fangirling I understand and I know, and how it affects your life. And one of my favorite comments was from this person who said, it fades through time. Sometimes it fades, and other times you're screwed. It's perfect. But thank you guys so much for watching. I cannot wait to hear responses. Hopefully you understand the feelings I'm feeling on flying high up in the sky's atmosphere and the dangers and scared thoughts and feelings I have while this happens. And if you like any of the drawings featured in this video, you can go to my Etsy page. Links will be down below where you can purchase the original drawing from this video and other sketch vlogs in the past. Also, there's prints of other artworks, and I love you guys so, so much. Hope to see you soon. New video will be out on Monday, and I love you all. Bye. I draw Tinkerbell as a dark fairy. This sounds super creepy and awesome, and my mind could just wander and do so many things. So we'll just see if we could change Tinkerbell from Disney's Peter Pan and make her into something a little darker.
Why watch me going out of the way when I should've went home. Only time of the day I get to spend on my own. I was tripping off how I used to sleep at your crib. Should drive by right where you live, pick you up on the way. We ain't spoken so long, probably put me in the past.